What's a going bombshell squad? As you guys can see from the thumbnail and the title of today's video, we're going to be doing a super soft, classic, natural makeup look today. Yes, guys, it's our Willy Panium. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is clean off her face. If you are an upcoming makeup artist, brand new makeup artist in general, you guys, you have to clean off your client's face before you get started, okay? Whether they have moisturizer on, I know you ain't doing makeup with makeup on, but let me stop rambling. So the first thing I'm going to do is her brows, and I am using the Anastasia micro brow pencil and also the dip brow pomade, and I do believe this is in the shade chocolate. So yeah, she wanted it super soft, and this is closest to her hair color, so that's why I didn't go darker. That's why I'm using this color. So after I outlined and filled in, I hope you guys noticed that I used like that flick up, kind of like hair like stroke method for the front of her brows. I cannot stand to see a brow harsh in the front. Oh my god, it drives me nuts. So just a little tip there if you missed it. All right, next thing I'm going to do is clean up her brows, and I'll be using the NARS Soft Matte Radiant Creamy Concealer. I absolutely love this concealer, you guys, because it just does such a fine job of what it's made for. You can use it to clean up your brows, or you can even use it as an eyeshadow primer, and it works amazing. So right after I clean up her brows, I'm going to go ahead and moisturize her skin, and this is the Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly. That's what I used on her skin, just to hydrate and make her skin look glowy. You guys know from my past makeup tutorials that I absolutely love that moisturizer. Directly after the moisturizer, I'm gonna now go in and prime, and this is the e.l.f. Putty Poreless Primer. You guys, I absolutely love this primer. This is a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas Base, and when I tell you guys that this is a dupe, it is literally the same thing in two different bottles with two different price tags. Now, I know it's a lot of primer that you guys are seeing me add to her face, and that's because she had large pores on her cheeks, and I wanted to seal those up so that when her makeup is completed, you can't see any pores or anything like that. Her pores are completely filled in, and that's just gonna make her pictures turn out bomb.com, honey. Priming is so important in a makeup routine. I sometimes don't understand how people prime, but of course everyone's skin is different, everybody glow is different, you know. Alright guys, I'm gonna actually use another primer on her face as well. I'm gonna go in and use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I used the other primer from e.l.f. just for her pores because she had really large pores. And then I'm just gonna use this one so that her foundation will have something to adhere to and look flawless. Now, you don't have to double prime. I just did that for, I know what I did it for. I just did it because I wanted her face to look flawless, and y'all know this primer is a gem, okay? So that's why I used it. All right. Last thing I'm going to do before I start on the complexion is add some setting spray to her face, kind of like a prime and lock setting spray, and that one was from Wet n Wild. I think that was the pink one. I forgot what flavor, but I'll try to list that down below. Alright, so right here what I'm doing is just trying to find her perfect complexion shade. Now, I love to use the arm or the chest to get the right color, because though someone might look lighter or deeper or golden or olive, you can get the shade incorrect, and I did not want that to happen for her on her prom day. So always make sure that you guys get your client, or even if it's a friend or family member, anyone's foundation shade correct, because the undertone can be very tricky, and the last thing you need is for you to do somebody's face and then they go out and take a picture and tag you on Instagram and that face look a little bit quirky. Okay, I have seen it before, so make sure that you get that foundation shade correct. Now, this foundation is actually her perfect foundation shade, and I would be lying to you guys if I knew what foundation this was. If you guys haven't seen already from my background, I filmed this video over a year ago. So I just lost the memory card and I found it, and because the look had turned out so pretty, I had to bring it live here on my channel. Same thing for concealer. I think the concealer that I'm using on her face is one from Milani. I think I'm almost 100% positive that I'm using the Milani concealer on her face. I will list the one that I think I'm using down below, even though it's kind of like not realistic to list something if you're not 100% if that's what you're using. But I don't know, I don't want to list the wrong things. I probably don't even list anything for this video because I don't want to put something and that's not what I'm using. Alright, you guys, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but for her complexion, you guys must have noticed that I have not been using a brush. And that's because when you use a brush to blend out your foundation or your concealer, it gives you the maximum coverage and it makes you look like you have a filter on. It just makes you look extra super makeup makeover, and I did not want that for her look. Like I said, she wanted it to be a classic natural makeup look for her prom. She did not want to overdo it because her dress was very simple. It was a nice pretty coral satin dress, so she just wanted her makeup just to look nice and natural and flawless. So when you use a sponge, it just picks up a lot of the product and only leave on your face what you need, versus when you use a brush, it just gives you super duper extra maximum coverage. Alright guys, for this next step, which is the cream contouring of the makeup look, now I can see that this foundation stick is from Black Opal. I'm just not 100% on the shade. So you know what guys, scratch me listing the products down below. You just gonna have to take my word for what I know and for what I don't know. When you're doing your looks, you just gotta get whatever you need, okay? You don't have to use the same exact products that I use, even though it is nice to get the same exact products, but for this video, I can't give that to you guys, so please forgive me, okay? Alright guys, so after I finish blending out her contour, I'm gonna go ahead and set everything into place so that nothing moves, okay? And I do believe I'm using the Huda Beauty setting powder right here in the shade Kunafa, because that is the only golden powder that is killing the game for me right now that I'm using. So I'm almost 99.99999% sure that that's the powder that I'm using, and I'm still using that same sponge. I'm just switching from side to side to side to side to side, okay? This is a Real Techniques blending complexion sponge and I love it. So I'm just taking that powder and I'm just setting everywhere, okay? Alright guys, directly after I finish setting all the areas where I concealed plus foundation, I'm gonna now go in and bronze up the skin, and this is the Anastasia bronzer in the shade, I think mahogany. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is mahogany, and this is my MAC 109 blending brush, and I'm just using that to bronze her skin. Now, if you guys can tell by what the bronzer is doing so far, it's just adding back all those definition into place just so that her face doesn't look flat. And then right here, I'm just going in with some more of the setting powder just to conceal her smile lines, because whenever she smiled, her face, she just had those lines there, and I did not want that to be a problem. So if you guys have smile lines, just go in and extra set it with some powder. Okay, then I'm just going in and carving out those cheekbones, cleaning up that contour, and of course I'm gonna chisel the nose. Then what you want to do is go back and just set everything into place, lock everything together. And I'm using the Sephora Micro Smoothing Powder in the shade Deep, and I'm just gonna add that all over her face. Alright, you guys, this is where I started setting her face, and you will notice throughout from here to the rest of the video that I will be doing a lot of setting. One thing you want to do when you use powder is make sure that you set it into place, honey, because powder can tend to look cakey and unflattering, and you don't want that for your clients or yourself or your family or your friends. So make sure that you go in and set. And I did use the Morphe setting mist. Absolutely love that guy right there. Oh my god. And then I just went in and bronzed up her skin a little bit more with the Physicians Formula bronzer, and I do believe that's in the shade Deep as well, but no, I'm sorry, that's in the shade Sunset. Then right here, you guys, I'm just adding a little bit of a brown shade on her upper lash line and lower lash line. She didn't want to add any eyeshadow, so I just wanted to add a little bit of a shade around her eyes. And then I'm going to go in with mascara, and I am using the Sephora mascara, like the Sephora brand mascara. Absolutely love this mascara. I think it's really good for your lower lash line, but I used it on both. But I absolutely love this guy right here. Like, it's so good and it's so affordable. And then for lashes, I really don't know what lashes these are, and I do apologize again for not knowing a lot of the products that I did use in this video. But like I said, I filmed this video a year ago, and it's so pretty that I didn't want to delete it and not bring it to my channel. So please forgive me, but I don't know what lashes these are, you guys. I'm not even gonna guess. It is time to set the face again, you guys, and this is the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray. I think this is in the scent Rose or the flavor Rose. Really nice and glowy setting spray. I absolutely love this for her skin because she has really dry skin. Then I'm gonna go in and highlight. Now this is one of the things that she really wanted for this makeup look. She wanted it to be super bold with the highlight because the face is so simple. If I can't help. Excuse me, nobody's asking for your help. Be quiet. I'm trying to edit a video. Anyways, the highlighter that I'm using is the collaboration that Patrick Starr did with MAC Cosmetics, and I think this was a part of the last collection that he did with them. His products are so good, you guys. I love this highlighter. And then I'm gonna top that off with this kind of like pinkish corally highlighter from Wet n Wild. This one I do believe was a limited edition as well, and because of the color of her dress, she just wanted a little bit of pink mixed in her highlight. And then directly after that highlight, I'm gonna set her face for the third time and just use a damp sponge just to pick up any product from the highlight that just might be sitting on top of her face and not melted into the skin. Like, I absolutely love to do that after every highlight just so that it gives it much more of a flawless look. Now for the lips, I'm gonna go in and make it super classic for her lips. So this is the Kylie lip pencil in True Brown K. Do I need to explain myself when it comes to this lip pencil? Like, do I need to explain myself? I don't think so. And for the lip gloss, guys, of course you can do a makeup look, a classic natural makeup look, without using the Fenty gloss in Fenty Glow. Okay, this one I am 100% sure of what I'm using. Okay, period. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. That is it for the makeup tutorial. Super classic natural makeup look. Okay, on period. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.